The Orchids to kick off.
We're onside. Stay onside.
Tamika Upton. She will relish these conditions. Millie Elliott, she'll be looking forward to some personal battles in the middle. And we are underway for the Pacific Championships. Jillaroos with first use of the footy. And there's Elliott, straight and hard. Mooka with some good contact, she hung on. Cowper came in along with Ravu. Oh, wow, what a run. Straight over the top there of Vivas. Shannon Marto was arguably one of the best forwards in the Origin series this year. Apps playing it into PNG territory. Good opening set here for the Jillaroos. Taufa playing the ball. Still a couple of tackles left in the set. Elliott. Good tackle there from Banu. Dodd, it's the last. Aiken. You'd expect to do a bulk of the kicking. The bounce will be interesting. Now what the second bounce will be. They've got to make a play at it.
Goal line.
And they'll get a drop out.
Well, didn't that pan out perfectly for the Jillaroos? That bounce from Taryn Aiken, it was almost looking like she could have put too much on it, but a favourable bounce. The Jillaroos, they set their intentions from the get-go with that set, just involving their entire pack in making their way up the field. It was Millie Elliott who led the way, both back rowers. Just letting this Orchid side know that they're willing to do the tough stuff before they bring their speedsters onto the footy.
Ball trapped there by Aiken. Gives it straight away to Elliott. There's some contact out there early on. Former front row in the commentary box getting very excited in Ruan Sims. Clydesdale. 8 metres away from the line. Jillaroos knocking on the door early. Taufa goes to Marto, and Shannon Marto has stopped a couple of metres away from the line.
The Jillaroos have got big shape out to the right.
But they go to the left through Upton, through the hands. It's with Robinson. She'll be hard to stop. They do stop her. That's good defence.
Great defence from the Orchids.
Razaman in there. Terrific one-on-one tackle. Had a bit of help in the end. Upton now goes to Dodd. Dodd to Aiken. Has plenty of runners. Penitani. And here it is through Surges. She drops it out the back to Whitfeld. Whitfeld back towards the corner. And she's going to be halted 1.5 metres. Make it 2 metres away from the line on the last. Eventually, she'll get up and play it. They've done well, the Orchids. Can they continue to hold them out? Here comes Dodd! Does she drop it? I think she does.
Coming into tackle 6.
She's almost given herself up. Quincy
I have
Dodd.
no try.
Yeah, I think Belinda
Just confirm
Sharp
it's
got that one right.
Goal, please.
But what an incredible defensive set from the Orchids, scrambling on both
Cleared the
edges.
Australian kick chase.
Yeah. It's gone.
Quincy Dodd knocks the ball on in goal.
Take me.
It was a nice kick option from Taryn Aiken. But that defence from the Orchids, an incredible improvement from the beginning of last week's game when the PMs took field.
Let's check on conditions. Sideline. Very good evening, Jonathan Thurston. How are you, JT?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Salty. We had a few showers before the match kicked off, but as you can see, current temp 27 degrees, humidity 73%. There's a big nor'easter, 24 Ks. That's helping the PNG sides. Looking forward to this battle.
Good battle in the middle early. It's where, as we said, Ruan, that they can really put a halt to the Jillaroos charge through runs like that from S.A. Banu.
Yeah, that's going to be really important, but they need to quick play and play off the back of it. This is really nice work. Ravu jumping out there off the back of a great run by Banu, and they've got themselves a penalty here too. After absorbing the amount of pressure that they did, PNG, to come back with a really good, strong set through the middle, it's a good bounce back from them. I really like Ravu at hooker. She makes some great decisions, but particularly in that instance, the first little bit of go forward and momentum, the ruck recognition can be really dangerous for this Orchids attack.
Cowper, 10 metres into Jillaroos territory. Ravu goes to Banu, and Banu, another strong charge from S.A. Banu. Apps in the tackle along with Dodd. Inside the Jillaroos 30. Ravu picks up another 7 or 8 metres. Now they're 20 away, halfway through the set. Cowper gives one to Muka. Sureka Muka, 10 away from the line.
We saw them do this last week to great effect, just turning people under, keep challenging that middle.
Albert wrapped up. Last play.
Hang on, Elsie, you can't pull her over like that. Tackle 5.
Elsie just throwing everyone that was near her away from her, and Linda Sharp said, let's come back and play it. Banu, oh, can she get an offload away? It's the last, that'll be a changeover.
Well, unfortunately, they did do this last week as well a couple of times. They just miscounted where they were. However, they're only turning the ball over 10 metres out. Oh, that looked a little high, that contact. Hasn't she had a start, S.A. Banu?
Terrific start. Here's Kelly, lovely pass, Upton. And she finds Clydesdale back towards the centre of the ground. Willing to use the ball early, the Jillaroos, and this is not what the Orchids wanted. It's a penalty, and Kelly's in a bit of strife in back play, had the trainer with her.
Yeah, she just looked like she was shaking out off. Hopefully all it is a stinger, because we know she did get that elbow injury playing for the Roosters in the NRLW a few weeks ago. She'll stay out there as long as she possibly can, no doubt about it.
The arm would nearly have to fall off. Her to come off. Even then, it's doubtful that she
I'm still backing her.
Aiken spotting an opportunity down the short side, but puts it down, and now the Orchids have got it.
Yeah, the pass just went behind there, a little bit tight at a dummy half by Quincy Dodd, but she'll shake that off and come back. This defence, my goodness, they're swarming, and this is what the Jillaroos really need to roll the sleeves up and work hard here.
Error as Cowper met by some solid Jillaroos defence. Marto was in there along with Taufa. Banu, nice little offload just before the line. Oh, and another great pass. Here's Ravu. They've got some numbers here, the Orchids, but that was quickly shut down by Elliott coming across.
The big front rower there to clean things up for the Jillaroos.
Albert wanted to quick play the ball, just fell down as she was getting up. Hose goes to Norris. And Norris has stopped 15 away from the line. Last play here for the Orchids. They're not going to get trapped with the ball again on the last, are they? They are.
Well, they've just got to fix up that 5th tackle option, the Orchids, because they're showing huge improvement on the beginning of the game last week. The Santos Cup, this is the first year in 2024 that they've had that competition running in PNG, where a lot of these players come from. But it just goes to show the growth in the women's game over there and how important, how crucial that competition is for international footy.
8 short of halfway, the Jillaroos. Robinson, Julia Robinson is through, got support, Upton, see you later. Tamika Upton will score untouched right underneath the post, set up by magnificent work from Julia Robinson. Upton scores.
Well, this is what the Jillaroos do so well. They've got that leg speed, so if you fracture that ruck a little bit, they've got that strength and power out wide. Their back 5 are so good, and look at this Robinson, who's been a form winger of the competition all year, just bounces off some players. Good push support in numbers. I like seeing multiple jerseys pushing up around the footy like that. And that just came off the back of, again, the second set of 6 in a row where the Orchids don't come up with a kick to finish or a finish deep in the Jillaroos half, and unfortunately, they're just too strong in this position, JT.
Yeah, that's right. Great footwork by Julia Robertson. She stood up Sureka Muka with a little bit of fatigue in around the ruck, and if that's going to happen, that's the one that you want the ball in, with the hands and the ball with. So she's been outstanding, and Tamika Upton scores the first try for the Australian Jillaroos, so great footy from the Jillaroos.
Well, JT, I'm glad you kept talking there, because while you were talking, the Jillaroos were deciding who's going to be the goal kicker. Taryn Aiken might have forgotten her task, yeah, but she's finally coming over now.
Oh, that's too good. What about Twinkle Toes? Julia Robinson. I think the support off the ball was the most impressive thing that set from the Jillaroos. You could see Samaima Taufa pushing up. Taryn Aiken was on the inside if Tamika Upton wasn't ready to get that pass, but a lot of their work and their effort area off the footy, they're getting that right too, which is very important.
Taryn Aiken from right in front converts. One of the great athletes of our game, Tamika Upton, with the opening try for the Jillaroos. The opening try of the 2024 Pacific Championships.
Stay on here. Stay on. Stay on side.
What a player.
Stay on.
Back underway. Terrific return there from Elliott, who hasn't played a lot for Australia in recent times through various reasons, so she'll be up for a big tournament, won't she, Millie Elliott?
She's always up for it. Yeah, she's only played that one test, and already you can just see the energy that she brings, particularly off that kickoff. She nearly got to the 30-metre line and set the tone in the first set of the game as well. She won't stop.
Clydesdale fighting in the tackle. That's a good, strong run. Not her first one of the night either, as Dodd takes off. Goes to Upton. Here we go. Plays in motion. Oh, Aiken was thinking about the pass to Robinson before she had the ball in hand and put it down, and the Orchids have it.
Yeah, she saw the opportunity and great ruck recognition from Quincy Dodd to take on that short side. Tamika Upton jumping into first receiver, but again, the Orchids just putting pressure on the Jillaroos through their defence. She almost looks surprised she got it, just looking back on replay. And she'll be wanting to make amends for that.
Orchids just on their own side of halfway, and they're going to get a penalty here. There was a hand in there. Shannon Marto penalised.
Yep.
And the Orchids take the tap through Ravu. Here's Banu. What a good start to the game by S.A. Banu.
Yeah, she's another one that they'll be looking towards for some leadership today alongside this woman with the ball, Elsie Albert.
Albert goes to Vivas. Surges in the tackle on with Penitani, 30 away. They've had plenty of football down this end of the ground, the Orchids. Albert wrapped up. Halfway through the set. Rabu to the Hose, and now Vivas out wide to Wala.
Yeah, both halves really need to stand up here for the Orchids. Come up with a really good play to finish.
Hose kicks it in goal area. That's a very good kick, and Upton did well because that ball was bouncing away from her. Dragged it in. They'll get a repeat set here, the Orchids.
Yeah, there's something about the bounce today. We saw it earlier with Taryn Aiken's kick bounce back towards the attacking side. The same thing's happened here for the Orchids. Great opportunity to heap a little bit more pressure on the Jillaroos for the Orchids. What a lovely weight on it, that rubber kick.
It went short, but Cowper with a simple catch. Wrapped up by Elliott and Clydesdale. 10 away from the line. Banu on the charge. There's a shot there from Apps.
Numbers to the left.
They want it quickly. Rabu to a Hose. And just like we saw from Taryn Aiken, was probably going through the plane of mind before she got the ball.
And I think she felt that opportunity
Clock's
was
on.
desperate to hose for the quick play the ball and the service out there on that short side. You can see how disappointed she is. But a brilliant kick. She was able to build pressure off the back of that 5th tackle option. A lovely little grubber. And then just coughed up the pill. But still, the Jillaroos have to make it out of their own end of the field. So they're still doing plenty right, the Orchids.
Now here come. Oh, there's a good run from Kelly. The Jillaroos once again working it out of their own danger zone. They've done it so well. Kelly with the first run, Robinson with the next. Devastating runners of the football.
She just looks so dangerous every time she's got the footy. Look at this work from the back 3 for the Jillaroos. They're just rolling.
Well, and that pass in front of Whitfeld.
Play the ball.
That'll be an Orchids play the ball here.
Yeah, just a little bit of timing. We saw on that left edge when Quincy Dodd was trying to find Taryn Aiken, the timing was off. And again there, the timing and the combinations. A lot of these players haven't played with one another yet. So they're just working on those combinations. The Jillaroos, I mean, that halves combination, Tiana Penitani, we see her more centre and wing as opposed to in the half, so that's going to take a little bit of time.
Cowper, there's an error. The Jillaroos have got it. They love starting a set of 6 in this situation.
Oh, they can attack from everywhere on the field, but if you give them possession like this, it's a really tough one to defend. But the Orchids, they really need to roll the sleeves up there. Stay resilient.
Dodd to dummy half. Has Upton next to her. Dummies almost slipped through. Quincy Dodd not held. Gets up. Goes again. Oh, hang on.
2 with Quincy.
Linda Sharp says, no, you were held. Upton goes to dummy half. Now Telford to Elliott. Here goes Millie. Gets to within 6 of the line. Dodd. Aiken. Good hands, Penitani. Good defence, Orchids. Albert, one of those in there, along with Mark. The fullback's in the line. Telfer. Samaima Telfer gets to within a metre. Elliott calling for the ball close. It's the last. What does Dodd do? Goes out the back to Aiken. Aiken through the hands. Upton. Now Kelly. Kelly to Robinson. You're not going to stop. Julia Robinson in the corner. The Jillaroos have their second.
No, and you can't stop that kind of pace either. Pace on the ball. They had pace through the ball with their execution of their passing game. Taryn Aiken, she's playing both sides of the ruck. And what they've got Tiana Penitani holding the right edge. And you see Taryn Aiken link up with her fullback, Tamika Upton, who's just making sure the ball playing is going smoothly on this left edge. She finds Isabel Kelly. And it was a nice, quick and well-executed pass to her winger, Julia Robinson. But just the way they're structuring their attack, the communication between Taryn Aiken and Tamika Upton has been pinpoint perfect. I like the way Taryn releases the ball nice and early to Isabel Kelly too. She knows that Kelly has the strength and the speed to commit defenders. And she does exactly that, commits both the centre and the winger, and then it's an easy pass off to Julia Robinson, who is such an incredible finisher. We've seen her come up with some wonderful tries throughout the NRLW season, but I love the way that ball moved from the opposite side of the post all the way to that wing. Nice early ball, out in front, continuing to move. Here, we'll see it again. Early pass to Tamika Upton. That is nice work.
Julia Robinson. What a player. And someone who's doing a lot of work these days in junior development around Brisbane. Inspiring youngsters is Aiken from the sideline. What a kick!
Yeah. Yeah. Stay on side here. Stay on there, Elsie. Stay on side.
Julia Robinson
Stay on.
with the Jillaroos' second try of the night. Look at this, Elliott. Again, hit hard. It's been a physical contest. They take a quick tap. Elliott's away. What a run. She's almost laughing.
That's a free 30 metres right there.
Couldn't believe her luck. Taufa. Just the class of the Jillaroos at the moment proving the difference. It's been physical through the middle. Penitani. Dodd to dummy half, waiting patiently. Mato. Good solid contact there on Shannon Mato. Oh, late offload. No, but the ball have held.
Back here, back. Close. Come on.
Dodd. Aiken. Upton. Here they go again. Kelly to Robinson. That's not a replay. It's just happened back to back. Julia Robinson with a double.
It was very rinse and repeat, wasn't it? Again, early ball out to Isabel Kelly. Nice pass on to Julia Robinson. But I tell you what, that offload through the middle is getting really quite dangerous, even though she had to come back and actually reset and go again. Great service by Dodd to Aiken, nice and square. Commits a defender, does Upton. And then Isabel Kelly picks up her winger absolutely beautifully. Oh, Tamika Upton. The subtlety in how she goes about her work is just priceless to watch. When the ball was happening, she was on the right-hand side of the ruck. She swept around late, but just how she holds that footy up, it was a really subtle double pump, but just the pass was perfect, JT.
Yeah, it certainly was. She hit herself very well behind the ruck on the right-hand side, and then she uses her speed to come around to the left side. And watch Sarah Karoy, the 3-in defender, the 5'8" there, can't double defend the speed of Tamika Upton, and then it's just the skill work from the Jillaroos catch and pass as Taryn Aiken misses to the right.
No goal. Time off.
Well, the Kangaroos are in the house. They have arrived. Mitchell Moses getting ready for his debut. 6 debutants in this Kangaroos lineup. We'll see it all tonight. Right here at Suncorp Stadium on 9 and 9 now. Kangaroos up against Tonga. Oi, the kickoff. They've made a mess of it. And the Orchids will get some good field position here.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Orchids.
Play the ball.
Communication.
Yep. Elsie.
Just falling to pieces there. Allowing that ball to bounce, and then a couple of best... Oh, it's Jakaya Whitfeld. I thought it was Jess Surgis. I was going to say a couple of best mates in Kezzy Apps and Jess Surgis, but yeah, they just got their communication wrong then.
Well, here's an opportunity. Reeves. Strong charge, but equally good defence there from the Jillaroos.
Yeah, she's a handful, Jessica Reeves. We saw her really rip in last week. They'll be looking for the same today.
Cowper threw a big dummy, went on her own and has stopped 3 metres short of the line. Ravu to dummy half. Here's Reeves. That's solid work. Tongatuki. Ravu. Now Karoy. Let's play on here. They hit the foot, did it, of Muka. Now Ravu, there's a knock on. The footy gods.
They're always watching, aren't they?
Yep, Elliott has it.
Well, good desperation and recovery from the Jillaroos. They let the footy go over the sideline, but defensively turned up for one another and changed the momentum.
Surgis playing it. Kelly. That was lovely to Robinson. Equally good pass to Upton. And now Clydesdale. Literally did go to a Clydesdale out on the wing.
Oh, you take that back right now. She would have been thinking this, oh, there's an error in midfield here. But I like that short side raid from the Jillaroos. I like when they continue, they go back to the well. When they've created some space, instead of going back to the middle, they double up. That's definitely on all day. But here they're going to have to rely on their defence now, the Jillaroos.
Down to you, JT.
Yeah, that's the 5th error from the Jillaroos. So they're giving the PNG Orchids plenty of chances. They just need to be a little bit better with the footy, the PNG Orchids, and apply a little bit more pressure and put it on the Jillaroos.
Orchids with the ball, 5 short of halfway, and they get a penalty.
Take it to ground, and then it's a flop. It's no good. Play on.
Penalty for a flop. They've taken the tap. Rabu. The Jillaroos had their backs turned there, and she helps herself to some nice yardage.
Well, she's been one of their best. Rabu through the middle.
Norris. Wrapped up by Penitani and Surgis. A hose to Cowper and Reeves. 29 away. Karoy showing it. Clydesdale's there. That's a good strong run from Sarah Karoy. Capo. Here's Banu. 10 away from the line. Last play. What can they conjure up here, the Orchids? Capo to a hose, and the kick wasn't a great one. And look out, Penitani trying to find Surgis, just couldn't switch the ball over to get that little pass away to Surgis. Robinson.
I think it was Wola that got right in the passing lane there and shut down almost definite 4 points as they get another penalty here,
That's
the
a flop.
Jillaroos.
Yep.
Oh.
This will be 10 in the bin.
Yeah.
Come off.
Professional foul. The Orchids can ill afford to be down a player. They're already under the pump, and that was just a bit of ill discipline there.
That's from Capo. Only just came on the field.
And she's fresh on too.
Yeah, she provides a lot of energy too, doesn't she? But now having to go from the field. The Jillaroos, tap and go. Tongatuki. Higgins on the field, goes to dummy half. Aiken goes short, Clydesdale. Was well read there by Mooka in defence. Higgins takes off out of dummy half. Here's Elliott on the charge. Can she get there? Millie Elliott is going to be made to play it. Higgins, oh, they've got numbers here, the Jillaroos through the hands, Penitani, lovely pass. Whitfeld for the corner. Jakaya Whitfeld with the try.
Well, fresh legs on the field for the Jillaroos have made a difference as well. I think Olivia Higgins straight out there, and she's been scheming around behind the ruck already. A great run. This is the penalty and the sin bin. They're already one down through the middle. Space is really starting to open up, and there's just some ill discipline there by Capo, but look at this, great service by Higgins. And then this pass by Penitani was an absolute pearler, straight on the chest of the woman on debut.
Yeah, well executed. They had far too many numbers. Kezi Apps, she knew her role, just to try and condense that defensive line. But an early ball to Jakaya Whitfeld, that was always the way to go for the Jillaroos. I think you're right, Roo. I think Olivia Higgins, particularly in the play before that when she linked up with Millie Boyle, she looked really dangerous. Fresh legs, a little bit of subtlety in and around the ruck to create that space. And then Jakaya Whitfeld. Well, what a player. She's had a great season in the NRLW and well and truly deserves this opportunity to represent the Jillaroos.
I shortchanged her too. She's not on debut.
The attempted conversion misses.
Come off.
There's Tani Norris, the coach of the Orchids. 20 points to nil.
Stay on here.
The class of Australia showing the opening 25 minutes, but as we keep saying, they've been up for the fight, the Orchids.
Well, they sure have. I had a great chat with Coach Tani Norris about the PNG Orchids before this game and just how impressed she is with their work ethic. Oh, they've scammed it. Oh. Well done. But just how impressed she's been with their work ethic, their willingness to learn, and how important that Santos Cup has been over in TG in the lead up to these international games. But a great group of women in a sport that's so important to everyone back home in PNG as well.
Banu. Can they find a way through this Jillaroos defence? Reeves. Been strong coming off the bench. Jessica Reeves. 15 away from the line. Karoy. That's a good run there from Cowper. And Mahalia Murphy is out there. It's her first test match since 2015. Banu. Welcome back to the Jillaroos, Mahalia Murphy, the Eels skipper. And a grubber kick. There's a missed kick, and there she is, Murphy cleaning up for the Jillaroos.
I think she scored 3 tries that day as well. But she was a back in 2015.
Here we go, Whitfeld. What a fend. Well, she obviously listens to Greg Inglis because she works for the Goanna Academy, and that was all GI like from Whitfeld. Clydesdale down towards the corner. Can she get there? She's been stopped. That's great last-ditch defence.
Great desperation.
Wow.
We're going to have time off.
When do we get another
Got an
look at
injury
that?
down here. Tackle 2 is going to be out on the line.
Oh, she's left their centre on the deck. Norris.
Norris is down.
Was that Sarika Muka that chased down and came up with that try-saving tackle? Look, that's a big fend.
That was a few.
Oh, she's grabbed her back of her knee.
Let's have a look at this.
It was Muka.
Yeah, it was.
What a beast.
What a chase.
Back rower on back rower.
She's been right on her hammer all day, Sarika Muka. And Yazzie, cranky about that one. But I hope everything's all right here for Norris.
Yeah, it's not a good look for Latonya Norris. So coming up next on 9, don't miss the international heavyweight bout between the Kangaroos and Tonga from 7:30. Can Tonga do the unthinkable again and upset the Kangaroos at Suncorp? It's coming up next on 9 and 9. The Kangaroos are starting to get ready. Later tonight, Kangaroos v Tonga. The hammer, you'll be looking forward to it.
Fast track. He'll be roaring to go, the hammer.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to the Moses Lomax kick-catch game. Tell you what.
Pretty decent targets.
Not
He's
bad.
got Lomax on one side and Coates on the other.
That's crazy. That's what you dream of as a half, isn't it?
And then if you want to roll one in, you've got a flying centre in the hammer there as well. But Jakaya Whitfeld with that run, as I mentioned, in that run, she does some work for the Goanna Academy, Greg Inglis's academy.
Tackle 2.
GI would have been proud of that one.
Tackle 2.
Was very GI-like, wasn't it?
Well, this was the ground where he
Big
scored that
don't argue.
great try for Souths against the Broncos.
Yeah.
It's very similar. All right, here we go. We're back underway. 35-minute halves. Taufa. Still 13 on 12 as well. Higgins. Now Upton to Aiken. Now Robinson on a hat-trick. And she has got her third.
Well, they made the most of that extra player almost instantly, the Jillaroos. They had time to scheme up how they wanted to attack that space. And again, it was Tamika Upton linking up with the half who's well and truly taken control in Taryn Aiken. Tamika jumps in at first receiver this time, but early ball to Taryn Aiken, who finds one of the best finishers in the women's game to date, Julia Robinson, on that left edge. Simple, but really well executed footy.
I love watching Tamika Upton with the football in hand. Like when you talk about tempo running, she has that. When you talk about pass selection, she has that. She's a world-class player. And look at that big double pump with the lead runner taking the inside shoulder, so not impeding a defender. Early footy, and then even more early footy out wide. And Julia Robinson, she's on a hat-trick already.
Yep, she's got it. A first half hat-trick for Julia Robinson. $11 tries for the Jillaroos. It's not a bad kick. In fact, it's a great kick from Aiken. Brad Donalds, the coach of the
Stay on here.
Jillaroos.
Stay on side. Yeah. Stay on.
And
Stay
there's the
on.
Kangaroos looking on.
Stay on. Stay on.
No haircut yet for Pat Carrigan in the off-season. Robinson.
Stand together. Wait. Wait.
Got up quickly there after being tackled awkwardly, Julia Robinson. Yet to find her kryptonite. Here's Tongatuki.
Get straight at time. Wait. Emily.
Higgins. Taufa. Upton. Oh, lovely. Penitani to Surgis. Surgis to Whitfeld. Whitfeld down the touchline. Gets around mark. Beautiful stuff from the Jillaroos. And Whitfeld has a double.
Well, I tell you what, I think Brad Donald will be happy with. They caught the ball on the full off the kickoff. They actually caught it on the full. They didn't allow it to bounce. They didn't give cheap possession to the Orchids. And then off the back of it, they just worked through their set. They stripped that left edge defence of the Orchids, and they took advantage of it with their pace. It's Maima Taufa just playing through the middle. Again, Upton in that ball-playing role. So impressive to me. And Tiana Penitani with nice early ball to Jess Surgis. And look at that in and away by Whitfeld. What a start.
Yeah, just the way they're constructing their attack is so impressive. I said before the game, the variety was always going to be crucial, and they've shown through Samaima Taufa that they're willing to do it more than one way, JT. How did you see it on the sideline?
Yeah, it was great skill work from the Jillaroos. All the attention to detail, the passes out in front. I don't want to talk about Jakaya Whitfeld and the footwork, just to stand up the foot of the fullback, get straight around and race to the try line. She's had a great year, Ja'Kiah Whitfeld, for the Cowboys, and obviously the Jillaroos as well.
Ja'Kiah Whitfeld playing her second test match. Taryn Aiken. Good kicking form from her early on, converts.
Make sure we stay on. Yep. Stay on side. Stay on, Elsie.
Ja'Kiah Whitfeld with a double. Oh, they've just got that kick off. Almost another error from the kick off, but Whitfeld. Oh, hang on. No, this is awkward here.
You okay,
Emily
Emily?
Vivers. Oh, good. She's to her feet. Looked like her leg got twisted in the back of that tackle. She's okay, Emily Vivers. In fact, she was involved in that tackle. Taufa, dummy to Tongatuki. You see there in jersey number 12. Now Penitani, lovely little short ball, but well read by the Orchids defence. 2 tackles left in this set. Higgins to dummy half. They go down to the right again. Penitani, that pass way out in front of Whitfeld and goes to the touch.
Yeah, it was the right idea from the hooker, Olivia Higgins, to pepper that short side. They had the number, but just the wrong pass from the stand-in. 5'8", Tiana Penitani out to a winger.
Inside the last 3 minutes of the opening half. Well, good driving
Great
defence. Higgins in there. Along with Clydesdale. Kunjil. No respite in this Jillaroos defence. Albert. Oh, even then after the don't argue, what a tackle in there, down low, Joseph. Cowper. Just inside Jillaroos territory, and a host puts it down. Kelly wants to play on quickly here, and Murphy. This is tackle 0 inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. Robinson. Higgins jumps into dummy half. Taufa. Only knows one way, Samaima Taufa. Straight and hard. Higgins goes to Joseph. That's a good tackle down low by Vivers on Joseph. Now Upton. Penitani. That one was better. And now a hat-trick for Whitfeld. Both wingers with first half hat-tricks for the Jillaroos.
Yeah, well-positioned Whitfeld, just holding her cool and keeping her width. But again, Tamika Upton, her importance in this ball playing is so crucial. We see here on the replay, she gets it at first receiver, and it was a great line by the back rower. But early ball to Penitani, which just relieves a little bit of that pressure. And she got that pass to her winger right the second go. You see that subtlety in Tamika Upton, just double pumps. And Whitfeld still with enough time and space to finish things off for the Jillaroos on that right edge.
Ja'Kiah Whitfeld with a hat-trick. Julia Robinson with a hat-trick. There in front of the clock, the Jillaroos, as we edge towards half-time. Brad Donald will be satisfied with what he's seen, although as JT said before, the 5 errors in the first half. Aiken, it's on its way and across the face, no goal, but that will be half-time. A half dominated by the Jillaroos. At the break, it's Australia leading PNG 36 points to nil. 36 points to nil.
It'll be interesting to see how the ball travels off this kickoff. We heard from JT in the first half. The wind was coming from behind where the Jillaroos are now attacking. So we'll get an update from him as this game goes on.
We're underway for the second half. It's the Orchids with first use of the football. Albert. Solid defence, yeah, but got a little offload away as she was being driven back. That was a nice bit of skill there from Albert.
We've seen him do that a couple of times already this game and just biting a few extra metres off too. Bit of ball playing as well through the middle.
It's been their strength. Oh, nice little pass, and that's good hands there too from Albert. Capo to dummy half. A hose with a dummy mark. It's a pass away, and Kunjil will be an offload there. No, Taufa drives her into the deck. Capo, a hose, kicks downfield. It's a wobbly old kick. Sits up nicely for Robinson, who looks dangerous with every touch of the ball.
She's so good on her feet, isn't she? She's so strong. Usually beats the first tackle in every carry, and there's, I think it's Vivas is down midfield here for the Orchids too. She's slow to her feet.
She was in a bit of strife during the first half as well. Felt awkwardly in a tackle.
Just rolling through them now, the Jillaroos.
Yeah, they certainly are. Breaking tackles. Here's Surgis. Surgis to Penitani. And they corral Penitani.
Well, the Orchids are too short in their defensive line. The ball has to swing wide here for the Jillaroos.
That's exactly what it does. It's with Aiken. They're lined up out wide. Kelly gives it to Robinson. She could have scored herself, Isabel Kelly, but Julia Robinson gets her fourth.
Yeah, great footy again from the Jillaroos, but the start of that set was most impressive. They got a great roll on Julia Robinson, that woman there that finished things off. 4 tries already in this game. She started their set and gained a little bit of that momentum, and then the space on the left edge, it had to be peppered. Taryn Aiken, the dominant half in this game, she demanded the footy nice and early and knew exactly who to get it to.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I love most about this. All of the decision makers stood up and said they wanted the football. They pushed everyone else behind them. They knew it had to get out wide. If we get a high shot, you'll be able to see it absolutely beautifully. Here they go. Great service by Higgins. Straight to Upton, straight to Aiken. A little bit of dropping a player under, and then Isabel Kelly could have very easily gone herself, but 4 tries for Julia Robinson. That's what I like to see. Decision makers stepping up, demanding the football.
The record for most tries in a game for the Jillaroos is Sammy Bremner, who scored 4 tries in a World Cup game against France in 2013. Aiken from the touchline. She's nailed a few from out wide so far today, but that one just fell short. Emma, you've got some news for us.
Yeah, really sad news for PNG, and in particular for that woman on your screen, Latonya Norris-Addo. It's a suspected ACL, so I don't think she likes the camera time, but yeah, wishing her and her family all the very best in that recovery.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Delilah, make sure you're onside. Yep.
A devastating blow.
Stay onside.
40 points to nil. The Jillaroos are on record watch with Julia Robinson.
Well, Vivas has tried to do a bit of an assessment here to run. She can't go on. She's going to have to come off. So the Orchids, another forced interchange here.
Stay on.
has Beavers. Whitfeld. She comes from the field. Now Joseph with a short ball away and was well read by the Orchids defence. That's where she got injured initially, just in that tackle there, Emily Beavers. Taufa playing it. Penitani, lovely ball out in front of Surgis. Well, she didn't back herself there, Jess Surgis, and the defence came.
What a ball from Tiana Penitani to Jess Surgis.
Aiken Murphy. That was a good shot there by Allen.
That's the defence that will never go away from this Orchid side.
Murphy playing it. Aiken, look at the Jillaroos lined up. Oh, what a try! The hands from Upton.
Well,
she's in under the post.
Yeah, Salty, I spoke about the first try of this half. Decision makers stepping up, demanding the football. Look at this. It was, what a pill, the previous play. Penitani, I'm so glad we get to see that again on replay. And here, Jess just had a few too many options as she tripped over. But this shift out, coming from that left edge, what about the weight on the kick? An AFL-style take from Tamika Upton. I love watching these two play together.
It's all class. Taryn Aiken, perfectly executed. Wow, I could just watch that combination all day. They've been flourishing in attack and their ball playing. Tamika Upton, she's in the right spot, but Taryn Aiken's ball placement, her nice short chip, because there was a fullback from the Orchids coming around into that space, but just such a well executed attacking kick. And well, their partner in crime, Upton, was there again.
There's a conversion from Aiken. The Aussies extend their lead. Now the countdown is on to the race that stops the nation, the Melbourne Cup, and it has a new home right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Join us this November for every day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival, or if you'd like to be there trackside at Flemington, get your tickets by heading to the BRC website.
I'm heading down there, Salty, for Oaks Day.
How good.
Look at me go. Can't
That's,
wait.
of course, day 3 on the Thursday. All 4 days. Absolutely tremendous. Flemington, if you haven't been to a Melbourne Cup Carnival, get yourself along to one.
It's a bucket list. It's a bucket list week. I'd recommend putting aside the whole week.
Shout out to a few of my mates. We used to go from the Friday before Derby Day and go straight through past day 4 and the following Sunday. It's a great week.
It's the best week to rope in the grandparents, I think.
Higgins out of dummy half. Whey! Short ball there in traffic to Tongatuki, who couldn't handle, and Albert has it for the Orchids.
Yeah, that was a pressure pass there. I think if Liv had her time again, she'd probably just take that tackle and had to go a little bit earlier. But look at this defence. Aiming up.
Into Jillaroos territory. Go the Orchids through Reeves, who's been really good coming off the bench. Capo. Good tackle, Joseph. Healy Joseph. Great one-on-one tackle. They're threatening again here, the Orchids.
She almost sliced through. She gets a penalty for her troubles, though, Salty.
You got to release her.
Been dangerous.
You're on the
Cowper.
mark. Wait here.
I'll tap
When you're ready.
from 26 away. And they find a way through the Jillaroos defence. Albert plays it to Capo. Here's Cowper. Another strong run. Clydesdale wraps her up. Capo, 10 away from the line at dummy half. Albert. And LC Albert. Good tackle down low, Joseph. Capo. Running onto that one is Reeves, but there's some good defence again. Joseph and Upton. Capo. Oh, the juggle from Karoy. And now running onto it. There's Guazamanu, get to the line. No, she won't. She's just short. 6 tries in the last 7 test matches. Albert back through the ruck on the last. Will be stopped agonisingly close to the line.
Right here. Play the ball right there.
And it will be a changeover because she was short.
Yeah, good scramble by the Jillaroos, but I tell you what, you could see that the ball was not going to go wide. Look at this run. Julia Robinson back through the middle. All of the Orchids were flat, close to the line. They knew they were going to hit one of those lead runners there. I think the halves really need to step up when they get down into that position on the field.
Surgis, good tackle there from Kunjul. Oh, but a flop.
Well,
Here's the tap. Kelly, look out. Isabel Kelly.
it undoes a lot of their hard work, the Orchids.
Dodd back out on the field, straight through the middle. Penitani. Tiana Penitani, a prolific try scorer for the Sharks. Grabs one for the Jillaroos.
Well, we saw this effect in the first half when Olivia Higgins came on. We saw her jump out, be really bright out of dummy half, create some space. Quincy Dodd has done exactly the same thing here. And it's good to see Tiana Penitani on the receiving end of this pass. She got some wheels, T.
She's got some wheels. She also noticed Kerouac just jump up, which fractured the defensive line. Quincy Dodd did such a good job to draw her in, and then just ran the inside shoulder on Kerouac. Great pace and power from the Jillaroos, but that poor discipline from the Orchids really invited them in, JT.
Yeah, it certainly did. I've got to give the Jillaroos a rap. 36-0 at half-time. You could pretty much put the cue in the rack, but their mentality is to go for the throat, put the foot on the throat and keep it there. So it's great signs for the Jillaroos heading into next week.
Yeah, they've got a big one next week against New Zealand in Christchurch, do the Jillaroos. Of course, New Zealand beat them last time.
He's right, JT. Just those areas in their game, particularly that desperation in the defence on their own line and stopping the Orchids. They're the parts of the game that'll be important next week heading over there.
Aiken offline with that attempt of conversion. So Tiana Penitani adds her name to the try scorers list. Here's another look at that great work from Quincy Dodd out of dummy half, fresh back on the field. Tiana Penitani with another Jillaroos 4-pointer. Prior to that loss last year against New Zealand, the Jillaroos had won 14 test matches in a row.
Stay on side.
They've been so dominant for a long period of time. Ever since 2013, when it was all New Zealand leading up to that.
Come on.
And now New Zealand, they'll be looking to turn the tide.
Stay behind.
You get their skates on to get to that kick off, and Whitfeld does well. And that's a good shot there by Reeves.
Great shot.
Joseph. Three short of halfway. Joseph plays at the Dodd. Higgins. That's nice work. Joseph, the flick pass, and it's been picked up, and off they go. Kunjul gets a pass away to Walla. And Walla tackled by Dodd. Well, can the Orchids find a way through? The crowd are almost winning them on. 20 away from the line. Ravu. Albert working herself into the ground is Elsie Albert. Got an offload. And Cowper will play the ball inside the Jillaroos 20. Karui has players in motion. And there's a really strong one from Grazeman. Grazeman will play it. 6 away from the line. Reeves. Good shot down low. Joseph again. 2 tackles left in the set. Albert. Well, that just didn't come off.
They just keep sending the traffic all the same way, the Orchids. They had a short side opportunity out there on the right, but a lot of pressure builds on Elsie Albert in that scenario, even the pass from dummy half, just facing that Jillaroos brick wall. She had 4-5 players running at her when the pass isn't perfect and the timing of the run isn't perfect. Just makes it far too easy to offer up those opportunities.
Yeah, I think there was a chance there for a Jose to actually pop out the back. Everyone had centred on Elsie Albert. Look at this.
Look at this, all right. Kelly is away. No one is near Isabel Kelly. She dives over under the post, and she'll enjoy that one, Izzy Kelly.
Well, set piece play, and this is the thing. Isabel Kelly is such a strong ball runner. She's so physical. She pulls through tackles. She's so well balanced. It's just a simple 3-3 split. You see defenders are all there, but they just don't make that first contact count. She steps back off that left foot in between two defenders, and they're just grasping at straws, and she looks great in full flight, Isabel Kelly. I'm glad to see that elbow is not causing her any issues.
15 tries in 14 games for the Jillaroos, Isabel Kelly. It was only a matter of time today. She's played the perfect role. She has not overplayed her role in the centres whatsoever this game. Her nice catch and pass and getting it to her winger to set her up for a hat-trick. But when she gets the opportunity to put the foot down, Isabel Kelly, a little bit of footwork and plenty of pace, she gets things done.
From right in front, Aiken converts. Now tomorrow afternoon, the Pacific Championships continues right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports from 5 p.m. on Gem. The Women's Bowl kicks off with Tonga taking on Samoa. Then in the men, Fiji Bati take on the PNG Kumals from 7 o'clock on 9. It's a huge doubleheader in Suva over in Fiji, and we'll be bringing it all to you live and free right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Stay on.
Isabel Kelly. Only seems like yesterday that she was a youngster bursting onto the scene in that 2017 World Cup, where she played a big role in the final right here against New Zealand.
Yeah, I think she also had a beautiful runaway try in 2016 down in Canberra.
That's right. Yeah.
And I only remember because I just saw the back wheels. She just ran right away from me.
You were going to say you were in support?
I was saying, yeah, I'm here. And then she just got too quick. And I was like, yeah, I'm not there anymore. Sorry, mate. You're on your own.
Elsie!
Elliott.
Right back. Wait!
Now Dodd. There's no respite for the Orchids. As JT said earlier, they're putting the foot down and there's no sign of letting up. Elliott straight and hard. 2 tackles left in the set. Joseph. What do they conjure up here on the last? Dodd goes to Aiken. Aiken with a chip and chase, kicking for herself. And she'll regather. Will she get to the line? No, she stopped a metre short. But the set of 6 will restart. Dodd goes on her own, gets over the line and will be held up. I'll bring it out 10 metres.
Well, it's always worth a crack. Tackle 0. Plenty of Orchids defenders there to shut that one down, though.
Upton, Penitani, Surges to Whitfeld, and she has 4. Both wingers now with 4 tries for Australia.
Both wingers with 4 tries and centres on the inside that just have not been selfish whatsoever this game. Just Surges in that scenario, getting Whitfeld nice and early ball, but Tiana Penitani again plays her role perfectly off the back of Tamika Upton. She's been such a key, just allowing that right edge to play a little bit wider. Tiana Penitani makes sure that the defence stays compressed, gets the footy 2 out, an early ball to Jess Surges, a little bit of footwork, and delivers the pass to her winger in space.
Well, I think the pass selection today from Tiana Penitani has been absolutely on point. Thrust into that 5'8" role, we don't normally see her in, but she's got an incredible skill set. She's fast, she's physical, but we're seeing her real ball-playing ability today. And Jakaya Whitfeld, how about that? 2 wingers on 4 tries. Who can make it to 5 the first? Maybe they've got a little wager going on between the two of them.
Sammy Bremner's record is in danger of falling. So Taryn Aiken will be looking to convert from out wide. And that one was swinging back.
No goal.
Just lands short. Emma, you've got some news for us.
Salty, it's a glute injury for Emily Vivers, the PNG back rower. It's unlikely that she will be back, but if there is any further update, I will bring it to you very shortly.
Good on you, Emma. Thank you for that. There she is. Emily Vivers.
She was in significant discomfort, wasn't she? As soon as it happened, and then when she tried to stride out, test it before the kickoff, she had to come off immediately, so hoping she's okay. Whitfeld, I got word as well, also scored 4 tries in the PNs
Just make sure
last
they're not
year.
late into the tackle, okay?
Knows her way to the try line.
Hasn't she ever?
Stay on.
All outside backs for the Jillaroos
Stay on.
so far this game. Both wingers with 4. Tamika Upton's bagged the double, and we just saw Isabel Kelly. So if they were looking for a little bit more variety, maybe they try and attack the middle, but tell you what, it's certainly working at the moment, those outside backs.
So Higgins to dummy half. Marto. Higgins to Elliott. Millie Elliott wrapped up there by Reeves. Higgins, oh, look at them all lined up again here for Australia. Aiken, lovely ball. Is this 5? Is this 5 for Robinson? Yes, it is. High 5 for Julia Robinson.
Well, she still had work to do as well, Julia Robinson, so well and truly deserves her 5th try of the match. But Taryn Aiken coming onto the footy at pace on that left edge. What a danger. And to just assess the scenario and come up with the perfect pass at the right time. Takes the line on at pace. And just that lovely little pass to her winger, Julia Robinson. Bit of footwork on the opposition fullback. Wow, that's good footy.
But what makes this play is that whole left edge is up, flat and fast. You could just see the Orchids' defence were in 2 minds. Who are they going to hit? Kezzy Apps runs her line slightly back on the inside shoulder. It actually engages the outside defender. And then the winger and centre have to collapse in on that. And Julia Robinson with a lovely in and away to finish it off. But flat and fast, attacking a short side, that's exactly what you're looking for. And Julia Robinson equals Sam Bremner.
There's Sammy Bremner getting 5 tries against France in the World Cup in 2013. 64 points to 0. Another tough attempt for Aiken. No goal. Well, welcome to those joining us on 9 for the Pacific Championships underway in the Jillaroos in the final 16 minutes of this game. In complete control. Coming up, we've got the Kangaroos against Tonga. Here's the coin toss. Kangaroos v Tonga coming up very soon.
Mate, the temperature out there since the game's
At the moment, we're watching the Jillaroos in a mood against the PNG Orchids. A big night ahead. Star-studded Kangaroos team up against a very strong Tongan outfit. Here's Surgis.
So much power of these outside backs for the Jillaroos.
Joseph. Strong off the bench, Keely Joseph. Higgins. Now Aiken. No way through there for Aiken as Reeves with the tackle. 2 tackles left in this set. Higgins to Marto. Shannon Marto. Good tackle there from Ahose, the halfback. Last play. Aiken. Now Penitani. Long pass. Whitfeld in the corner. And that's 5 for Whitfeld.
Well, Julia Robinson didn't have to wait long to have a partner in crime. We saw them just get hat tricks in the first half. They're now both on 5 tries, these wingers for the Jillaroos. But yet again, just beautiful pass selection through the middle. Taryn Aiken stays nice and square, hits Tiana Penitani, and look at this. What a pass. What a pass.
Well, with Ali Brigginshaw ruled out ahead of this game, Tiana Penitani moved in to pair Taryn Aiken in the halves, and she's played her role perfectly throughout the game. Taryn Aiken been very busy both sides of the ruck, but links up with her halves partner Penitani, and the execution of that pass on the run with pace through her legs and on the ball. That's Aiken to her halves partner in Penitani, played it perfectly, got to the outside shoulder of the opposition half, and then nice early ball to Whitfeld to go over for her 5th try. There's not much they're getting wrong at the moment, the Jillaroos.
And I know it's really hard on the defence, but in this position, you just have to try and rip off as much real estate as you can, get your line speed up. You can't drift on your own try line like that, because plays like this just tear you apart. And what a finish, Jakaya Whitfeld.
So now there's 3 players in the history of the Jillaroos who have scored 5 tries in a test. Sammy Bremner did it 11 years ago, and 2 players have done it tonight in Julia Robinson and Jakaya Whitfeld.
I might get 6, Salty.
Aiken
No goal.
should be getting RSI on that right leg. 68 points to 0. The Jillaroos in control, and we cannot wait for this one tonight. The Kangaroos getting ready to take on Tonga. Cameron Murray just walking down the bottom of screen. And then here is the Tongan team.
Back on.
Boy, there's some powerful forwards in this Tongan outfit. It will be a physical battle. Cannot wait for it. Murphy now for the Jillaroos. Oh, what a run, Mahalia Murphy! Leaving roadkill in her wake.
Oh, Karawa did well to just ride her to the ground with that one.
Whitfeld to Joseph. Higgins to dummy half. Drifting across, linking up with Aiken. Aiken to Apps on the charge. And Reeves doing well down low to stop a flying Kezi Apps. Marto short to Joseph. They're 15 away. Hungry for more, the Jillaroos. Higgins to Aiken. Aiken goes to Upton. Upton to Surges. Surges puts it down. They're human.
First against Australia. PNG scrum.
Saw plenty of organisation happening leading up to that. Unfortunately, just that last execution didn't quite go to hand. Again, flat and fast. Playing with plenty of purpose, the Jillaroos. Jess Surges will be cranky about that one. You watch her next carry, she'll run over half the team.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be running at her at that edge, that's for sure.
Another one, you need another one.
Scrum feed here for the Orchids.
Heads in, hold off.
11 and a half minutes remaining. Don't go anywhere full time in this game. We've got your Friday night sorted. And Kangaroos v Tonga coming up straight after this match. This is great having Friday night footy back just for a fleeting visit late in the year. We've got every game of the Pacific Championships for you over the course of the next few weeks. Melbourne. It's a short ball away to Banu, and Banu is hit hard by Marto and Joseph. Kick there from Karoy. Robinson, that's gone backwards. Circles around, picks it up. Gets away from one. Almost splitting them again, Julia Robinson. Surgis. They did well on Surgis. Kelly. Strong run there from Isabel Kelly. Upton to dummy half. Here's Marto. Shannon Marto will play it 29 away from the Orchids line. Higgins. Joseph at first receiver, goes to Aiken. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there, and the Orchids have got it.
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication. There's a little bit of fatigue in this game. Obviously, the Orchids have been under all sorts of pressure with the Jillaroos having so much possession this game, but you can even just see the conditions playing their part on the Jillaroos.
Yeah, the Jillaroos have only got one interchange left as well. They'll have to use that wisely in this last 10 minutes.
In there in that tackle again was Keely Joseph. Get a word from you, Roo, on Joseph. One of the shorter forwards in the game, middle forwards there in the game, but boy, she's got some strength, doesn't she?
That's the thing. Her and Samaima Taufa, they're short in stature, but they just have this grit. That the way they go about their work, they constantly turn up. And actually, like the ball playing she's brought into her game, Keely Joseph, as well. I think she's just adding more feathers to her bow.
Working a lot on that aspect of the game with her club coach, Scott Prince. Whitfeld will play it to Surgis. Clydesdale. Oh, what a pass. What a great ball to Robinson. And Robinson will be wrapped up. Elliott. Good run there from Millie Elliott. Not held, gets up and goes again. Banu hanging on and made a play on it. And Millie will pick it up. Not held, gets up, goes again. It'll be a fresh set of 6 now because it was a one-on-one strip there from S.A. Banu.
Tackle 1, just got a trainer with a hand up. It's a strip one-on-one backwards, so it's tackle 1, Millie.
One of the Orchids players is just down in back play receiving treatment. It was a funny little play there, wasn't it? Millie Elliott wasn't held. It got stripped. It went backwards, so the tackle count restarts. She scrambles well, picks it back up. Goes again, isn't held.
Scrambled.
A crocodile roll for the fun of it.
Scrambled and wins to Belinda all in the same motion. That was
talent.
classy there from Millie.
Not everyone can do it.
Our good friend and colleague, Millie Elliott.
Ravu that's coming off.
It is Ravu. Capo will replace her.
That's a big loss for the Orchids. Their starting hooker. She makes some really good decisions out of dummy half. It's been tricky because the Jillaroos have had so much possession, but...
Well, here they go again. Taufa will play it. That's only tackle 2. Higgins running onto it is Elliott. Elliott for the line is stopped a metre short.
Good scramble, Orchids.
Higgins. Robinson's looking for 6 out wide. Kelly gives it to her. Julia Robinson has hit the Orchids for 6. And it's a record for the Jillaroos.
Well, again, she's got her centre to thank for that. Isabel Kelly played her role perfectly out there on that left edge. And it's the smiles all around for the Jillaroos. A nice long shift from dummy half to find Taryn Aiken. But Isabel Kelly, the footy in 2 hands, she makes sure she keeps that space for her winger, Julia Robinson. She just ensures that the opposition winger, Allen, bites in to give it to Robbo in a little bit of space. And it's all class. There's nothing selfish about the Jillaroos and the way they've gone about their work today. 6 tries for Julia Robinson. What about that, Roo?
I tell you what, Salty, I really liked your call of that try. Are you putting your hand up for some cricket work? Hey? Is that what you're trying to do?
We've got other sport happening throughout the summer that we'll talk about in just a moment.
That and tennis.
6 love.
I tell you what, though, 6 tries, that's pretty impressive. And I believe you've got a really good stat here. What's this? The world record for Rosa Tima scored 6 for the Kiwi Ferns at Tokelau in the 2002 World Cup.
Well, there you go.
How about that? Thank you, Malcolm Middleton.
That's David Middleton.
Sorry, David. Hi, I don't know you. I'm new here.
Oh.
Maybe I just wanted to see Malcolm there. Sorry, David.
Touchline conversion is a beauty. And speaking of the summer of sport on 9, it's going to be on us very soon. The Australian Open from the 12th of January, but we've got it all for you on 9's Wide World of Sports. The Brisbane International, the Adelaide International, the United Cup, and the Australian Open from Melbourne Park. The very popular Arena Sabalenka confirmed this week that she'll kick off her campaign at the Brisbane International. Sabalenka, along with Jess Pegula, heading to Brisbane.
Time back on. Stay on side.
Wow.
Look at that young fan.
Stay on here, Jess. Stay on.
How good.
Stay on here.
Opportunity to stay up late and watch the footy.
Any excuse to stay up late. When
Exactly.
You're a kid.
Summer of tennis will start just a couple of days after Christmas. Cannot wait for it. Marto. Lost the ball.
Knock on.
Well, great defence from the Orchids. Had a chance to catch their breath. Plenty of desperation right throughout this game. They play with a lot of pride. I'm just looking forward to seeing the future of this PNG Orchid side already. We've seen them come so far, but the Santos Cup that's played over there in PNG, so crucial for their national side.
Kangaroos warming up ahead of their game coming up very soon against Tonga.
Break.
Don't miss that game, particularly the opening exchanges. Inside the last 5 minutes. Razaman driven back. Capo. Reeves. Banu just hung on to that one. In traffic, she did well.
She reeled that in with one hand. That was brilliant.
Albert. Elsie Albert. Oh, not held. Oh, no, she was held.
Tackle 4. Time on. Go for.
Plays the ball. 20 away from the Jillaroos line. Banu. Ought to be able to pass before the line, but wrapped up by Marto and Taufa. Last play. Kick into the in-goal area. Upton gets in the field of play.
Great work by Upton. Much better kick chase by the Orchids. And I was a little critical of their middle defence last week, but on their try line, their middle defence has been really stepping up. All tries today have come from the backs. 15 of them.
Is that why you're so upset?
Maybe. I want a forward to score. Come on. I want a forward.
Surges plays it. Robinson. Hang on. Robinson goes to Aiken. Aiken is wrapped up. Good solid tackle there by Muka.
That was a bone rattler.
Oh, she's been turning up when they need her, hasn't she?
She wants more here, Robinson. Held. Held says Belinda Sharp. Here's the last. Aiken with a good hands there by Reeves. Got the ricochet and stuck out the right arm and dragged it in.
Great hands, and it gives them the opportunity to start their set on the 40-metre line, which is massive.
Shannon, clear it now. Mark straight. Wait.
Karawa, 5 metres into Jillaroos territory. Capo to dummy half. And they find a way through. Marla Mark plays the ball. Karawa again, strong charge. Clydesdale in the tackle along with Marto. A hose with a kick. It sits up there for Whitfeld. And Tiana Penitani's down in back play.
Yeah, she stayed down. She copped a knock a couple of tackles ago. We might get another look, but hold on a second.
Yeah, they're going down the touchline again. And it's Clydesdale into Orchids territory. Inside pass to Surgis. And away goes Jess Surgis. Scores under the post.
I tell you what, Yazzie Clydesdale, she'll be calling for the oxygen now. She's had to do a number of long-range runs. But what impresses me the most here, she keeps her width. She sets up her centre back on the inside with a really nice pass. And Jess Surgis, she just zooms away from them. Look at Yazzie. She's just calling for help. But I love this pass by her. Good setup.
Well, Isabel Kelly too, she's the centre on the other side of the field. She came over to chip in, as she does, roll her sleeves up and help her side get off their own try line. It was a great pass to Yasmin Clydesdale. That's all effort. This is what we're seeing from the Jillaroos now, to keep this Orchid side to 0. But it's efforts like that from Isabel Kelly to come in and get the tough stuff done. She finds her back rower, who did look very chirpy to see Jessica Surgis there in support, to take a little bit of that running pressure off. But that's just teammates turning up for one another.
Aiken from right in front. Hasn't had too many easy ones tonight. Taryn Aiken makes it 80 for the Jillaroos. Sending a statement early in these Pacific Championships ahead of a big clash next week against New Zealand.
And it was disappointing to see Tiana Penitani having to be helped off the field. This is how she got injured. I think it was an Orchids player that actually pushed her, and she got caught up underneath some legs there. I hope she's all right, because having been thrust into that half roll,
Stay on.
well, she was slated to start at centre. She's come up with some beautiful pass options.
Receiving treatment, touchline. I hope that's not a serious one for Tiana Penitani as we're into the last 30 seconds. Marto plays it. Higgins to Clydesdale. Yasmin Clydesdale again. She's having a night out. Some terrific runs. Higgins. Here they go out towards Robinson's wing. Apps. Kezi Apps. This will be the last play of the game. Are they going to get 7 tries for Julia Robinson? Kelly. No, Kelly's not going to pass it to her. Kelly gets another one. And the Jillaroos finish with a 4-pointer.
She probably deserves it just as much as Julia Robinson, Isabel Kelly. She's just had a massive year of footy. But it's the effort areas, it's the defensive decisions, and then moments like that when she knows to put her head down and back herself. What an impressive performance from the Jillaroos, a true statement. But led by doing the tough stuff first. This short side raid's been dangerous all day, and Olivia Higgins did really well from dummy half just to start things off. Great footwork from Isabel Kelly. They just make it look too easy.
Yeah, again, flat and fast. Name of the game for the Jillaroos. They've got this. Oh, there's a hair pull in there too. That will have some closer inspection for Marla Mark. But flat and fast they've been so impressive attacking those short sides. And this is the largest margin that they've beaten PNG by. The previous was 82. And they haven't taken the foot off the accelerator in this second half, which is what has impressed me.
And there's Ali Brigginshaw, who didn't feature tonight, with Neil Henry, and there's Lauren Brown.
What a blue shirt. Imagine having him as your blue shirt. How good's that?
The King Henry. Oh, Samaima Taufa in a milestone game for her. The attempted conversion misses. So that is full time. Full time at Suncorp Stadium. And a commanding victory
number 1 on report
for the Jillaroos.
Okay.
They have defeated the PNG Orchids by 84 points to 0.